Really?
I hope he caught that.
I hope you did too.
I hope he did.
Why?
Because that's just ignorance.
Right.
Your old ass.
Hey,
Too
that's
old
what
to be
we
told.
do.
Anyway,
That's the Shamar Moore. You know, that's my
Shout
Shout out.
light skinned brother. That's what he called me when I was at his crib. I was at a couple years ago. That was pretty funny. Anyway.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's about to be a new year. It's a new year. 2015. It's 2015. What y'all gonna do? Everybody be making these New Year's resolutions that stay around for what, maybe 2 weeks? If that.
Oh, maybe a month.
Yeah, by look, I tell you
About a
this.
month.
By Valentine's Day, everybody New Year's resolution is shot. They done forgot it's
Slipped
New
into
Year.
something else.
They had switched to something else. They was talking about
Pushed
how
it back, they gonna start it.
Right, gonna start in March.
Right.
Talking about, oh, well, this year is, starting off rough.
No, the next Monday.
I got some
I'ma
other
start
stuff.
Right, Monday.
Stuff to finish up first. before
Right,
I
I gotta finish some stuff. So that's what we talking about. If you couldn't tell, we talking about New Year's resolutions, and all of us individually have New Year's resolutions, but as a family, we come together with the New Year's resolution, and that's, what we have found, or I have found, when I start a family of my own, I'm gonna continue that tradition just because I found it brings you closer. Like, as a family, like my parents, it makes me closer with them. Kids, it makes it close. You feel a little more. Us kids, we feel a little more. Interactive with our parents. Involved. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
I know.
I was looking.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you were
that.
searching.
You
I was
struggling.
searching. I was all up around.
Right. Roundabout.
Yeah, all over California looking for that word. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, that's what we do. And I found that, like I said, it makes it easier for us to understand each other, and it starts off your new year good. It starts your new year off on the right foot. If your 2014 sucked, monkey.
Hopefully it didn't.
Hopefully it didn't. But some people, had snail tail like.
What? Monkey foot and snail tail
like 2014.
Okay, what is your New Year's resolution?
Mine is to pretty much, I have a few things. The biggest thing is I want to make sure I'm successful in whatever it is I'm doing. Secondly, I want to make sure 2015, I'm gonna make sure I enjoy myself more. I don't. I'm a very hardworking individual. I take work very serious. I'm a very goal-oriented person, so I try to work and get stuff done, over me enjoying myself. Which the reason she said is because she always be telling me, you're gonna enjoy yourself, because one day.
I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
And life is
one
short.
day, life is short.
And you
and
must
one day,
enjoy.
You're gonna turn around and you're
the
gonna be old
moment.
like me, and you're gonna be able to do nothing. And you're gonna have a bad hip.
Oh, stop! I did not say that. What I
And it
said
sounds
is
just like that.
you want to live
what
in the
the hell I
moment
sound like then?
and enjoy.
You sound like,
You like him.
Son,
Wow.
you really need to.
Okay,
come
so
on,
you
now,
want to
alright.
enjoy
All right,
yourself
no.
more.
What you sound like is, all right, son. What you need to do is.
Okay, can you
That's
finish
it.
your second New Year's resolution? You want to enjoy yourself
I want to enjoy
more,
myself
live in the
more,
moment.
and I want to live in the moment, and I want, like I said, I want to be successful. Those are my two biggest things. And to attack, biggest thing is to start to attack things that I'm afraid of. Yeah.
Wow. Honey.
Okay.
You're
Honey.
next. Yeah. Ladies first.
Oh, whatever, cop out. So my New Year's resolution is to travel more and to spend more quality time with those that I love. Typically what I call family. So my friends who have become family to me. I am very, very interested in traveling the world. And that's one of the biggest things I would like to start.
You gotta have
Since
money
we've
to
been
travel the
so engaged with our son and all his endeavors. Oh boy.
Really?
College, football, all that.
Too
It's
much.
been difficult for us to get away, even as a family, and enjoy traveling. So that's what I
Suck
want
the
to do.
life out
and to stay healthy.
Oh,
Now you, dear,
You,
Absolutely.
since ladies have
Oh,
gone
man.
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
hurry
No.
up before you fall asleep.
One of my New Year's resolutions is to piggyback what she said was to travel more. We
Be
definitely
more
want
original,
to.
man.
I'm not done
Let
yet.
him
Can I-
finish. Let him
Yeah.
finish.
Did I interrupt you?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. You did.
Anyway,
And
is
you.
to travel more, to enjoy ourselves, to see more of the world. We've been a few places, but we definitely want to travel outside of outside of the country. We have a few places we definitely want to go. Some ideal countries to see, to visit. And then in addition to that, my other New Year's resolution is to grow a couple business ventures that I have currently, and to really get those flourishing and take those to the next level. So those are my New Year's resolutions.
Okay, and since we haven't really developed our family resolution,
We
what
doing it
do we
right
wanna
now on
do?
tape.
Yeah, we're gonna do it right here, right now.
Yeah.
So as a family, what do you want to do more?
I think as a family we do a lot of things together, but I think we really need to. I think we need to have fun more together. I mean, we have fun, but like a lot of times we'll be hanging around together, but we're all like doing some type of work together. Like we'll be hanging around each other, we'll all be doing some type of work. And what I've noticed is life is short. You know what I'm saying? Like these two right here have been together for what, 26 years, 25?
We've been together 26, been married for 25
Right, that's
this
a long ass time.
This year.
It's a long ass
25
time.
years.
Well, what they tell me is it doesn't seem that long. And what I've noticed is life is going. It seems like the older I get, the faster it's picking up. And they've told me that, and the funky uncle behind the camera, who ain't saying nothing.
The funky uncle,
Funky uncle.
his favorite uncle.
That's his thumb. He said that too. And that's one of the biggest things that I think as a family, we like you guys were saying, traveling, just doing things together that are different that other people may not necessarily do.
So what do you want to do that we don't do now?
Well,
Not on the spot or anything.
right, like for real. Like I want to go snorkeling
Okay.
or
Scuba diving?
Scuba diving.
Okay.
I think that'd be really cool for us to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. What
Anything
about you?
else?
Well, I want to skydive, but I'm not old enough to do that yet.
Oh, heck.
That's on my bucket list, but that's gonna have to be quite a few more years, closer to when I'm kicking the bucket.
Yeah,
Yeah,
closer
like
to
when
when
you
he's
know you're
put
at
me
the-
in the
at death's
ground.
door.
Yeah, like when
Then
you
he
know.
can do that.
Yeah.
It's going out like
Yeah,
that.
going out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then when I have my heart attack,
Falling to earth.
right? When I have my heart attack, I'll be cool. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah.
Right.
I was about to die anyway. What about y'all? What do y'all think?
As a family?
As a family.
Hopefully at some point, take this show on the road.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. I mean, I think that what we have is, if you guys have been paying attention, like this is school, but we're really close with each other, and we're able to talk about different things, and we're able to talk to other people about like how we interact and what has worked for us as far as family wise, and what I've been able to tell them, because I could pretty much say almost anything I want without like a backlash coming back or
No judgment.
no judgment, like them feeling some type of way because I said something, because I don't agree with them. And parents, just so you know, that's what us kids need. We need y'all to be able to listen, because a lot of times you will say, well, that doesn't make sense, I'm older than you. Yeah, you old as hell, you right. But things do change. Yeah, because sometimes it be some old ass thoughts. Y'all have you've been around longer, so you guys have been. That's like saying, oh well, my 1964 Honda. Okay, well, right, but it's 2014, 2015 Honda. Like we have power windows now. You feel me? Like it's different.
There are some things that are different. I'll agree with you on
Right.
that. However, there are a lot of things that we can take from our experience and incorporate into what you're dealing with in your life now,
Right.
and give you a different perspective.
True.
And maybe get you to think outside of the box that you're familiar with.
Right.
Well, I think.
So-
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So that it happens all the time. that's the main thing that I think as parents that we try to make sure that you are engaged with the full picture, not just from your small
But
perspective.
it should be a discussion,
At
not
a 20,
not a
well,
directive.
agreed,
Well,
but that's not how we operate.
and that's
We
what I
don't
was-
direct.
And that's what I was, getting to. There's value from both sides. There's information that we have, because we have a little more. Typically, older people have more wisdom, as they say.
They should.
So they should, right? So there's information that we can provide you that because you haven't had the life experiences, there's information we can provide you that you wouldn't have or have access to. And there's things that you may just think they're a certain way, because that's just your opinion. But there's not necessarily any life experience behind it to justify that or to verify that. And we can, explain to you that yes, that is, or no, it isn't. And vice versa, you have information you can provide to us, a newer or better way of doing things or a different way of doing things that we haven't done. So,
Yeah, I mean, sometimes y'all got some smart stuff to say every now and again.
wow, some smart stuff.
No, I mean, I've definitely learned. Obviously, I've learned a lot from you guys. Which is one of the reasons why we can have the conversations we have. One of the biggest reasons is because we sit down and talk, but that we talk. It's not directive. You know what I'm saying? It's not. This is what you need to do because I'm the parent. I pay for stuff. Don't nobody like that. Like, it's like, well, you're my child. And yeah, like, well, this about, we don't have the money and I didn't tell you to have kids. I know this is very uncomfortable for some parents right now. They're probably like, he don't know shit and I don't like him. That's fine. But your kids, I guarantee you, are feeling everything I'm saying right now because we didn't say, hey, you need to do what you did to end up having me or however many kids you have. That wasn't our choice. That was yours.
Okay,
So,
anyway.
What I'm saying is, we do have some valuable things, to add to whatever it is. It can help all of us as a family, or we might say something that helps you specifically.
Right, and that's what I was going to say, is that one of the reasons why we stay engaged as a family is because we do know how cerebral you are. And, but to that end, there are a lot of things that you bring to the table from a different perspective that people in our generation may not pay attention to. And when you don't listen to your children or to younger people and what it is that they're trying to say, you miss out on a part of self-development because it assists you with possibly dealing with those generations when you're in a job situation, but it also helps you to engage with not just your kids, but other people's kids. So it's really important for parents to understand there has to be two-way dialogue.
Yeah.
There can't be a situation where it's everybody talking at each other.
And that's usually parents and kids. That's usually what I hear, like from some of my friends. Like they don't, my parents just don't hear me. They don't listen, and the parents are like, well, I don't understand them because you're not listening. They try to tell you, but you don't want to listen. If you don't listen, then you're not going to understand. And and you can't just all of a sudden start. When the kid turns 16, we turn 17. You can't just all of a sudden, hey, so who you taking to prom? Who you dating? It don't work like that. Like that's awkward. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to come and talk to us. And I think if that's not what you have been doing, then you as the parent, I think you need to sit down and talk to your kid because that's what's going to be more comfortable is you sitting down and be like, hey, look, I messed up. We need to go ahead and talk.
Well, yeah, you have to because they're not at that point. If it's beyond that, your kids aren't going to come to you and talk to you. You have to initiate it, and you have to believe. You have to truly believe in your mind, and in your heart that your kids can provide some value in what they say and what their experiences are. I think that's why you have a lot of issues out there now, different things going on and parents don't know, or you hear these stories, think different things happening with different people on the news. It's like, oh, I had no idea, they were, I thought they were just so and so, and they were,
Right, and you're wondering,
in such a
where
way,
were they? Where are you when your
right.
children are doing all these things? I mean,
Not
really?
engaged.
You have no idea that your child is selling their body on the street. You have no idea they're doing drugs. You have no idea that, you know, they're not attending school. I mean, where are you as a parent that you're, you know, not engaging?
And you don't have to be pushy to do it. Like, that's the thing. Parents think like, well, that means I need to just go hard in. No, you don't have to do all that.
That's what you can't
That's
do.
what you don't do.
Right.
Otherwise, we will run and run fast. You can't do that. But like when they're just talking, listen and choose what you respond to carefully. Like, cause that's really what we want. We want you to listen to what we're saying.
And when you ask questions, don't, you know, ask them in a way that they feel they're being interrogated.
Yeah, you ain't a damn
You know?
lawyer. Well, even if you are a lawyer, don't be
Right. Don't be a lawyer with your
right,
kids.
and don't be a judge with your kids. Like,
Don't be an investigator.
yeah, don't do all that. You know what I'm saying?
But if you start early and you have family engagement from the very beginning,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
comfortable
fine.
environment,
Yeah.
like it is for us. I mean,
Yeah.
we start talking about one subject and we always end up
Like we
talking
did
about
today.
something completely different. It's like, what does that have to do with New Year's resolutions? Well, it might spawn a New Year's resolution for you that you really didn't have. And, you know, hopefully it will help your family dynamic to come together.
Right. So maybe your New Year's resolution would be to further develop your relationship, you know, with your family, with family members, your kids, you know, whomever it may be, your
Or
spouse.
learn how to do
or,
that.
Yeah, or you know, work at it.
And don't be scared. Like I said in mine, you know, fear, something I want to attack things I'm afraid of. That's what I want to do this 2015. Because when you're afraid of something, like my mom told me, it paralyzes you. You just won't go and do it. And the thing is, we only alive one time. We go around this thing one time. We go around this thing in life one time. So, you know, don't do anything crazy, but do something, you know, that you feel, that makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're not hurting nobody, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy your life, because you only have one to live. So whatever you're afraid of, attack those things, because you'll find out it's actually not as big as you know, as you thought it was. And a lot of people are scared and don't know how to sit down and talk to their kids and parents. You know, kids, we the same way. We're like, I can't talk to my mom and dad about that. You know, so I mean, that's just, you know, my thoughts, you know, for New Year's. But whatever you make for this New Year's resolution,
Stick to it.
please stick to it. Like, because if you keep doing the same thing, ain't nothing gonna change.
That's
You're gonna get the
right.
same
You're
result.
gonna get the same result. Doing the same thing, then you're gonna get a different result, Dad. What's that called?
Insanity.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to. No, don't do that. You know
Don't
what I'm
be
saying?
insane in
Don't be
2015.
insane. No, don't be insane. Enjoy your life. Go do what you gotta do. And like we say, Happy New
New
Year!
Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! It's ticklish.
Quit playing! I'm a thug! Stop it! Play too damn much.